breakfast, but is it possible to have it with scrambled eggs instead? Yes, please. And sunglasses are on because it's actually quite bright, and I mean, it doesn't look like that on my phone, but it is quite bright, and I am just squinting the whole time. I squint a lot anyway, to be honest. It's quite a bad habit. Oh my god, this is so pretty, guys. Let me show you. Okay guys, so I popped into a few shops and I did have a look at the map from the Heritage Centre, and then the rum and bus were literally right next door. So I did have a look around to see what the tickets look like and stuff, because I watched a couple of videos before I came, right, to just get an understanding of what things there are to do and like how far everything is. And this YouTuber, I've forgotten her name now, sorry, but she paid £25 for a ticket to get into the baths, which I don't think is too bad. But even then I was like, I'm not sure if I want to do that. Like, it's just some baths at the end of the day. Like, I'm not really that fussed, without being like insensitive about it. And then I've come here and it's 32 Great British pounds to get in, or like 32 or 38. I think it's 32 on the weekend. 32 on the weekdays and 38 on the weekend, something like that. And I'm like, I could not justify paying the same amount that I paid for my ticket for just looking at some baths. I just can't do that. So I'm still going to have fun. I'm already having fun, just having a look around, but I won't be going to the baths. Sorry if that's what you were looking for, then you might be a bit disappointed. Oh my god, there's a camera shop. Okay, so I've just popped around to a few more shops, walked a little bit more, and now I'm standing next to a park. I'm not sure what sort of park it is exactly. I need to have a look on my maps, but I can't right now because I'm using my phone to record this. But guys, it's so pretty. Like, I love little like towns and cities that are like they still have their older architecture. I feel like in Birmingham it's sort of hard to find that now. There are a few sort of older buildings in city centre, but a lot of it is just all new and it doesn't really look great, in my opinion. I mean, I've only been here for 5 minutes, so maybe give it some time and then we'll see. But yeah, the plan for now is to explore this little park, have a little more of a walk around. I want to make sure that I go to the Pulteney, is it called Pulteney or Plutney? I don't know, that bridge. I want to go there. I want to go to this Bath record store. Obviously I want to get those like buns that they have. I'm going to get those on the way back though. And yeah, I think those are the main things that I want to see. I want to see the circus area as well, which is a bit more of a walk from here. But yeah, I am so excited. I'm so nervous as well, but I'm so excited. But it is so pretty. Just look at that. Look at that little. Can you see there? And it's coming down, and even here, like, oh, still keep making me thirsty. But I know it wouldn't be clean, and I've already had too much to drink. So look at those guys there on their little boats, kayaks, whatever they're called. So fun, and the seagulls are having fun. Can you see them there? Just drinking their water. So cute. guys, I'm currently on my way to Circus Place, wherever it's called. I think it's called Circus Place. That's where I'm going now. So I'm just gonna close your eyes, and then when I open your eyes, you're gonna be in Circus Place. Bye bye. Gonna open your eyes. Hello. Sorry about that. We're here. We're at the circus. No clowns yet, except for me. I need to make sure not to record too much because I had nearly run out of battery before. I was on like 21%. I think it's after that video I made standing by the bridge, and then I was like, shit, this is not going to get me home and last for another 5 hours. So then I went to this like boba shop. I think it was called Porcher, something like that. I'll put the name on like the screen or something. And I was like, can you please charge my phone for me? Do you have any sockets? And then she charged it for me, and it was on 74% once I was done. So yeah, it was nice. I got to read my book for a bit because I never really read it on the train. I feel like I just did not have enough room on the train to like relax. And that journey actually felt quite long, like 1 hour 40, 50 I think it was. So I did not expect it to feel that long, but maybe I was just not having a good time, I don't know. And I haven't been on the train in a while, but I swear if I came on the car it would have took so much longer because like morning traffic would have been awful. I can feel the sun on my back, it feels so nice. But yeah, this is like my 3rd time going somewhere by myself, like actually like outside of Birmingham and like a bit further out. Like I like to do things by myself, but like this was really out my comfort zone when I first started doing it. Like the first time I went was Edinburgh, like I mentioned, in 2024, and I had such a good time. Like I was only there for 3 days, but I was like, oh my god, like I can just do whatever I want whenever I want. Like if I go into a shop and I don't like what's there, I can just walk out, and that's amazing. Like if I feel hungry at like a stupid o'clock, I can just go eat because it's me. Like I could do whatever I want. And then since then I've been telling my friends, I've been telling everyone, like you should go by yourself to places. It's not, I wouldn't class it as solo travelling because Edinburgh, Dublin, Bath, like they're not very far. It's not like I'm going to like Thailand or anything, but you know, I went on a plane by myself for the first time last December and I was so scared, but I managed to do it. And like it just increases your confidence. It's a bit of exposure therapy, and you just really need it. Like you get to know yourself a lot better when you're traveling by yourself. And of course I love still traveling with other people as well. So yeah, I'm curious about where I'm going to go next. Like when I think about like beach holidays and like actual like vacations, I don't really want to do that by myself because like I want to enjoy that with like a family member or a friend. But you know, like these city breaks, I would 100% do this by myself because I feel like I like to do things a bit differently to what I've seen from my friends and family. Like how they like city breaks is a bit different to how I like them. So I'd rather just do them by myself so I could do things how I want to. This is the setup, guys. This is how I'm going to be keeping my phone up. Guys, this is my 3rd time trying to record an apology video for the bad audio quality, and the first time, and for my sniffling, right? Okay, so I'm trying to apologise for the audio and for my sniffling. So the first time I tried, the audio was even worse than the video that I was apologising for. The second time, I'm rewatching it and there's a bogey in my nose. Hi guys, so I'm home now, finally. It took so long for me to get home because of the train being delayed, like really badly. Like first it was like, instead of 33 it's going to be 35, and then from 35 it just carried on going on and on until after 6, and then this other train came and they were basically like, if you've got the right ticket you can get onto this one instead. So I was so grateful for that because at least I made it home like before 8 p.m. I didn't want to be away for too long and I was getting really tired and hungry, and thirsty and I'd run out of my water and I hadn't bought any at the train station. So yes, but I got a couple of things that I wanted to show you guys and do a bit of a taste test, because there's a few things that I got from there that I didn't actually eat. So I'm going to show them to you now. First thing is obviously the Bath bun, and I went just before like closing time. So I went there. This is what it looks like. Really cute. I honestly don't know what to expect. I've not had like a bun like this before. It looks like sort of like a burger bun, but then the appearance of the top looks a bit like, I don't know, it looks a little bit like something else, but I can't exactly pinpoint what. I went there just before closing and there was people eating some outside and they all had like different appearances, like the buns had different appearances. Also, I'm really sorry if you can hear like a buzzing. Girl, fix your posture. He's in a mood. And oh wait, this is so out of focus. I think it's because it's focused on the, yes, that's why. I went just before closing, about like 35 minutes before, and everyone outside had like all different types of buns with different appearances. Like there was some with chocolate, some with like fruit. So I went to this lady that was standing outside like God, and I was like, are you guys still open? And she was like, yeah, we are, but only for takeaway. And I was like, that's fine, like that's literally what I want. So I went inside and she's like, oh, do you know what you want? And I was like, yeah, I want like the bun, but I'm not really sure what flavors you have. And then the owner, he was like, we've only got one flavor and it's just the actual sweet bun, and it just like, if you eat it in, then we add toppings and stuff, but if you take it away, then it's just that bun. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Like they were really nice, and I asked them how to like reheat it and stuff, because I didn't want to do it like injustice, you know. If I'm gonna have it outside of the cafe, I want to heat it up and stuff properly. But he was basically like, if you eat it today, it's fine, you don't need to do anything, but if you have it tomorrow, then just warm it up in the microwave for a bit. So I'm going to try it today, so it should be fine. So that's what she looks like. It's got sultanas on top, and I think it's like sugar crystals, and it's supposed to be a sweet bun. So let's try. Bismillah. That's really nice. I don't know if anyone's watching this that has had like Pakistani rusk cakes. It has a very similar flavour to that, specifically the round ones, not the rectangle ones, the round ones that are still hard, but they have like a smooth top. It tastes exactly like that, but just a different texture. That is still yummy. I get why everyone raves about them, because they're actually really nice, and I can imagine it being even nicer with like toppings or chocolate or cream or something like that, but on its own it's actually really good. Secondly, we've got this brownie. So I walked past her. She's so pretty. I walked past her when I was walking to the circus place. I feel like I'm still not saying the right name, but yeah, I walked past her then and I was like, oh my god, that looks so good. Like I love brownies, especially something loaded like this with like white chocolate in it as well. But I was like, it's fine, just leave it. Like I'll probably get something else, let's just leave it. And I couldn't stop thinking about her, so I had to eventually come and get her. And I'm going to put the name of the bakery on top because I've completely forgotten what it was. But yeah, she was £4.20, which I think is a bit pricey for a brownie that's been sitting out all day. She still looks really pretty, and the lady in the shop was really nice. And this is one of the shops on Putney Bridge. That is so good. Very rich, like crispy on the outside, but like sort of gooey, soft, melty in the inside. And all these like, there's so many chocolate pieces just running through. It's really, really good. Really good. That's worth £4.20, I'd say. Like, especially the location, like on top of Putney Bridge. Like, sure, obviously you're gonna charge that much, why wouldn't you? Honestly, I could not choose. Like, I wanted to get other things from those cafes as well. It was two cafes right next to each other. One of them had such yummy things like black forest cake slices and rhubarb and raspberry cake slices and like lemon tarts and everything. Like, and then like I said, I did go to the Bath Retro store. It's a really cute shop. They've got like lots of like gag gifts there and like weird little books and toys. And I wanted to get a pen because my one that I've been using for work is run out. Got this one. She was, I think, £1.99. Oh. And she's quite cute. She's got a little animal there. Can you see? Let me go out. Can you see him? Can you see him? I don't know if you can see him, but yeah, I just got this cute pen, and it's got an eraser at the end as well. So, but anyway, I also popped into TK Maxx and I got a few things that I needed. I don't really wash my brushes very often, unfortunately, guys. It's not good. I know I should wash them more often, but I just forget, and because of that I get spots. Got one there. I've been getting a lot here recently, and I don't know, I've not really changed up my skincare or anything, so I'm not sure what it is. I think it must be my brushes. Like, I really don't wash them at all. I don't know how often you're supposed to wash your brushes and like makeup blenders and all of that. Like, how often are you supposed to do it? Every single time you use them? Surely not. That's too much. It would ruin. Oh, this says clean care, replace every 30 days, so you can only use one for 30 days and then you have to get rid of it. Well, that seems a bit wasteful. I didn't read that before. Oh, but I think these are good for like packing powder under your eyes, and like I like to like do this for my, oh Theo, please don't do that. I like to pack my foundation and concealer with my hands, so I think this would be nice for that. But yeah, only $4.99 for 20, which is not bad. Moving on, I've got some under eye masks because I needed some. I don't really like using full face masks. It just feels too cold and wet. Like, I've never found it relaxing. Maybe like a clay mask, because I don't know, like it's not going to move off my face, it's just stuck there. But I've never found like sheet masks relaxing. They've always made me feel really uncomfortable. I wish I did, but I just don't. They make me feel stressed out. But I can use under eye masks because I've still got a bit of movement with them. So yeah, I've got these ones. It's got hyaluronic acid, and there's 10 of them, and it says hydrating and nourishing, so that'll be good. And they were £6, well, $5.99. And then to the last thing, which I'm a bit excited about, this is for Theo's birthday. So her birthday is in a couple of weeks and she's turning 3, and I've ordered her a treat box with like a birthday cat biscuit, because we've made her cat cakes at home before, and she does not like them. She does not eat them. She just eats like the chicken powder from the top, and she doesn't actually eat the cake. So this time I've got her like a pack of treats and like a main biscuit cake, which I hope she likes. So I've got her a little bowl. She's just throwing everything, rearranging the furniture. But yeah, I've got her another bowl, which I'm thinking of putting like the little biscuit in and putting some treats around it and maybe having a candle. So I'm going to do that for her birthday. And this was only £3. They have a lot of really nice, good like ceramic pet bowls there. They have some really big ones as well. They have like small ones. They have the lifted ones as well, if that's what you want. And yeah, so I think this is good. She could, obviously I'm going to use it for her birthday. And then it's good to have just like another water bowl around the house, I guess. She doesn't really drink a lot of water unless it's hot, because she has a lot of wet food. But you know, just on the hotter days, I think it would be nice for her to have an extra bowl of water, maybe near places that she sleeps. So yeah, I'm excited to use that for her. But to conclude this video, if you watched this far and if you watched it in the first place, thank you. And I had a lot of fun, and I know I keep going on about it, but I think it is really important for me to remind anyone that's watching this that if you want to do things like travel and try new things, but everyone else in your life isn't free, or if you don't have people in your life, or like you're worried about doing these things, like you're not going to end up doing them. Do you know what I mean? These wishes will just stay wishes, and it'll lead you to resenting the people around you, blaming them for the fact that you can't do these things because they're not coming with you, or they aren't planning these things with you, etc. And also it's going to lead to resentment and regret for yourself as well, you know, because you're going to miss out on things that you want to do. So if you have the opportunity and the time and money to, you know, even go for a day out by yourself, or go to a cafe that you've been wanting to try for a meal, whatever it might be, like just please do it. Like I remember when, coming back to my social anxiety, when my social anxiety was bad, the idea of having a meal out by myself literally sounded like hell, like the 7th layer of hell for me. Like it was the worst thing that I could ever do. Like I wouldn't even want to think about it because I was so scared. I wouldn't even want to like be in a shop by myself. Like that's how bad it was for me. So I understand if you are struggling with, you know, that. I've heard a lot of my friends who don't have social anxiety say things like, oh, I would never be seen eating a meal by myself, or I could never go out to eat a meal by myself. Like that's just, it's so scary, like what are people going to think? But the thing is, if you actually go into a restaurant and you try to look, you will see a lot of people who are eating by themselves. If you go to a cafe, you will see a lot of people that are there by themselves. And it's like, it's food. Like, what is wrong with getting food by yourself? Like, just think about it. And I know I'm trying to use logic to deal with something that feels very emotional, which obviously doesn't make sense. What I'm saying is, it's only going to get better the more you try. And I remember like feeling really uncomfortable, like when I went to Edinburgh, like I've told you guys, that time I really was struggling to eat out by myself. So a lot of my meals I would take to go, but a few of them I did try to, because if it was like a nice cafe, like I want to enjoy that. I'm not going to let my social anxiety get in the way of me enjoying a nice, you know, scenery or a nice cafe or a nice atmosphere. I'm not going to let my social anxiety get in the way of that. And I think that was sort of the mindset that I had, that like, okay, I'm going to regret it if I take all of these meals back to my hotel room and eat them there. I've got a burp like coming up. Also, little tangent, that garlic pasta that you guys saw me have, I don't even know if you saw me have it actually, because I didn't record that, but that garlic pasta, I've had like 5 gums since then, and the garlic's still in my mouth and it's not going, and I feel like I'm smelling like garlic. My sweat is going to smell like garlic. Like, it's just so strong. I've had water, I've had gums, I've eaten stuff as well now, and it's still coming up. It's not even in my mouth, it's coming from my stomach. So I don't know what next level garlic they use there, but it's strong, it's potent. Anyway, coming back to my time in Edinburgh, like, yeah, I remember just thinking like, I am going to regret it so much if I take all this food to go and eat it in my Holiday Inn bedroom. Like, that's not what I paid for, that's not the experience that I wanted to have. And if I was with a friend, that's absolutely not what I would do. So why would I do that by myself? Why would I deprive myself of a good experience just because I'm worried what someone else might be thinking? And the thing is, if you're traveling, like, you're never going to see those people again. Chances are, no matter where you are, there's people that you're not going to see again. Even like if I was to go out in Birmingham, of course it is a city, it's different, but every single time I'll see new people, I won't see the same people twice. So if you're in a different country, if you're in a different town, that applies even more. So just, you know, if you can, firstly, this is not medical advice, obviously this is not psychological advice, please go get therapy if you're struggling. What I'm saying is, if you're just someone who struggles to put yourself in like social situations because you're worried about feeling uncomfortable, feeling nervous and trying new things, just do it, because it's only going to get easier if you do it. And like, that sense of anxiety that you feel, that will start to reduce. You know, the things that used to make me feel anxious before, those things won't make me feel anxious anymore, but there will be other things that make me feel anxious, and then once I start doing them, they won't make me feel anxious. And it's just about trying and trying and trying to keep exposing yourself so you can feel more and more confident in more situations and have more things that, you know, you're able to do. You know, there's absolutely a different sort of enjoyment that you get from sharing memories and stuff with friends, and that's partly the reason why I don't want to pay for the bath, you know, the Roman bath visit for 32 or 38 pounds, whatever it was. I didn't want to pay for that because it was the same logic I had with the Edinburgh Castle, because it was like 25-30 pounds, and I was like, I want to share this experience with someone else. Same with the baths, I was like, if I'm going to pay that much for something, I'd rather share that experience with someone else, and I want to have something that I can look forward to if I was to go again. Yeah, there's a completely different enjoyment that comes from going with your friends, going with your family members, but don't let that, you know, stop you from enjoying things by yourself as well and getting to know yourself better. Hope you enjoyed this video and I didn't come across too pushy, but yeah, thank you so much for watching this. If you did, I hope you have a good day.